Hello everyone, my name is Anmol and this is a tutorial of Code Forces round 666 Division 2 Problem D. So before I proceed, I post solutions of contest problems. So if you want to check that out, you can check. Okay, so the problem is that there are n piles of stones and the ith pile initially has ai stones. There are two people, T, and the name of the first people is T and the other is HL. T and HL will make alternating turns, with T going first. In each turn, a player chooses the non-empty pile and removes a single stone from it. However, one cannot choose a pile that has been chosen in the previous turn. The pile that was chosen by the other player, or if the current player is the first turn, then the player can choose any non-empty pile. The player who cannot choose a pile in his turn loses, and the game ends. Assuming both players play optimally given the starting configuration of T games, determine the winner of each game. Okay, so the question is something like this. Okay, let's suppose we have four piles with these number of stones: 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's suppose first player took this 2, it will become 1, 3, 6, 8. Let's suppose now the second player cannot use cannot reduce one from this pile. He cannot use this pile which was basically used previously. He can only use like in from these three, and the condition is that these three should be non-empty. If it's 0, then also he cannot use that. So let's suppose he uses 8, then it will become 1, 3, 6, 7. And now we just have to tell after this process, after now after this 7 cannot be used, only 1 to 6 can be used by the player A. Now we just have to tell after this process who will win the game. So the question is basically that. Now basically there are two conditions we have to think of. Like the one condition which I thought of is like this. Like let's suppose the example is this: 1, 3, 6, and 99. If I'm the player A, I'll obviously go I'll and choose 99. I think that's like very 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 logical, because if I choose 99, then like whatever B chooses, A will win. Where's my cursor? Okay, here's my cursor. Okay, A win. Basically, and let's suppose that and let's suppose that yeah. So what I want to say is that if the max element, yeah, I don't know how to do that basically. Okay, so what I want to say is that if max element is greater than sum minus max element. Okay, so what this means is, like, if the maximum element in the array is greater than is the sum of the rest of the elements, then basically A will win, because we just have to choose the first element, which is the largest element, and like whatever B chooses, B loses. That's the first case. And the second thing which we have to take care in this is, let's suppose if I choose, the second case is this. Let's suppose the condition is this, like 1, 3, 6, 5. This is the case. Solve that basically. Let's suppose A chooses the largest element. Let's suppose it chooses 6. So 1, 3, 5, 5. And B cannot choose this, but we can choose this, and this. Let's suppose B chooses 1. It will become 0, 3, 5, 5. Right, now A chooses again this 5. Then it will become 0, 3, 4, 5. And now B cannot choose this 4, but it can choose this. So let's suppose B chooses this, so it will become 0, 2, 4, 5. And similarly, after continuous, like after doing this process, let's suppose A is choosing this and B is choosing this, it will become 0, uh, 0, 2, 5, and the turn would be of A. Let's suppose it chooses 4, 5, so it will become 4. Now it's B, so it will become 0, 0, 1, 4. Then it's A, 0, 0, 1, 3. Then it's B, 0, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0, 1, 2. Then it's basically A again. It chooses 0, 0, 1, 1. It chooses, then it's B, 0, 0, 0, 1, and then after A. Okay, so B wins. So uh, so what I want to say is, like, after doing this you'll realize, like after this, like after doing this whole process, if in the end we get something like this 1 0 0 0 0, so this condition is nothing but is simply this. In this, the max element is greater than the sum of the rest of the elements minus max element. So basically when we are reducing, when the sum would be odd, so we'll get this something like this, and this is basically this condition, and in this condition who wins? A wins. So we can basically say that uh, if if the sum of the elements is odd, then A wins, and if sum of the elements of B is even, then simply B wins. So that's the question. We will have two conditions. If the max element is greater than the sum of rest of the elements, then A wins, and if the sum is odd, then A wins, and the sum is even, then B wins. Yeah, so that's the question. So let's just code it. It won't take much. We say it's the code is very, very simple. I'll just show you the code, which, because there's no point, okay, wasting 5 minutes of yours time, like doing such a simple code. Okay, so the code is like something like this. Okay, so the code is this. Yeah, so I've declared a vector, simply taken an input, sort reverse, which you can basically ignore. I was thinking of some other push, that's why I did that, but it's not required in this case. So yeah, what I've done, I've first calculated the sum, and I've calculated the max element. If this is very important, if max element is greater than sum minus max, basically if it's greater than the rest, sum of the rest of the elements, then simply see out T. Else, if this is not the condition, then simply check if sum is odd, then T, and if the sum is even, then simply HL. So that would be the code. I'll post the solution in the description, so you can just check that out. Okay, thank you very much.